Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Let's get started right away. And first step is of course the Oracle card. Today I've got the wisdom of the Oracle, so let's get started with the card for Divine Feminines. Okay, we have Imagine. So as you know, we're still in the new moon energy. It's a new moon in Scorpio, which promotes or promises even big transformation within your energy, within your life, right? And this look at the sky basically shows you that sky is the limit. That the limit is basically what your imagination allows you to manifest into your reality. But it needs to be specific, of course. Specific meaning not just I want to be happy, right? I want to find love. Like that's still a little bit vague, right? Do a little bit more brainstorming on it to see what is relevant for you right now. And it's not like it's not going to change. Maybe 2 months from now, that image will change for you. What that happiness, what that love, what that abundance means. But one step at a time, right? And for the masculines, we have here and now, number 32. So yes, changes, again, manifested through focusing in your here and now. How you feel and how you want to feel, right? What can bring that desired feeling, that desired emotion, right? That's what you should be aiming for. We are going to do the classic read today. Try to make it quick because I do have a very busy day. But let's see what we have for feminines, masculines, additional question, and feelings towards each other. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. It's Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So we started talking about emotions and emotional intelligence, which part of it is being aware of what the emotions are of yourself, of other people in the room, in the conversation and communication with you. So this is really important for this cycle of manifestation and getting your dreams to come true. Okay, here we have King of Swords, right? When you're aware, you can build a logical plan then. So it's not just based on emotion, whether it's positive or negative, but it's based on realistic plan. So for the feminines, we have the moon clarified by Queen of Pentacles. Yes, and we were just talking about the new moon. The feminines are being shown like the new reality in terms of what that abundance looks like, what they want to bring in, what they have been bringing in, right? What's the gap between what is available right now, what they know, what they can do with their eyes closed in terms of bringing in success and abundance, and what is still the unknown, right? That's where the moon energy is. And we just had the new moon, which is when there's a lot of darkness, right? And the information is being revealed a little bit at a time, like just in time. So the feminines have to operate more on their intuitive feeling that on facts right now, which is a little confusing when it comes to business and abundance, but that's build up of that skill of intuition, of psychic gifts, of empathic ability. For masculines, we have Queen of Wands clarified by the Magicians. So the masculine side, this is also a feminine take on the masculine energy, right? So this is also about manifestation of your wishes and desires, of your passion into reality, but taking a kind approach to it, right? A wise but kind approach, not just like being rough and trying to conquer and not mind other people's feelings or circumstances, right? But be able to go for your wishes and desires, be brave in that energy, right? We even have a line here, but also be mindful of other people involved and what's beneficial for all the sides at this point. Very interesting. This is not to compromise necessarily on what is it that you desire to divine masculines. This is more like, it doesn't mean that it has to be ruthless, right? It's possible to have a win-win situation. Additional question, we have the Sun clarified by Page of Cups. Again, kindness and happiness. How can we bring more kindness and happiness and joy into the current state of things, especially as we're undergoing big transformations? For our feminines, it's Judgment clarified by Three of Swords. Again, bringing awareness to the feelings, in this case, to the heartbreak, to the pain points, right? Bringing in more clarity on what it means, why it happened, what kind of lessons were you able to get out of it, right? If you feel like there are certain areas where you do still have the heartbreak that's blocking progress, but you don't necessarily know what the next steps are, that's the next step. To bring clarity, to ask questions, to do a little more of inner research of what were the circumstances, who was involved, right? Like, what were the specifics of that situation, of that scenario, to understand why it happened and what is the value, what is the benefit. So you can get from the point of hurt and pain to the point of seeing value in it, seeing wisdom in it, right? And that's when you can transmute, release, and move forward. For masculines, we have Nine of Cups clarified by Temperance. So, yeah, the joy can be brought in, joy and happiness can be brought in by fulfilling your wish, and this actually comes from internal balance, right? Like, you don't need a fairy godmother, so to speak, to make that wish come true, to bring that happiness. It lives within. But it's about balancing the masculine and the feminine, the past and the future. I'm also getting very interesting connotation to the Temperance energy here, and be patient with it, right? Like, especially if it's a big dream, there is usually a time lag between the manifestation and when it comes into your 3D reality. So I don't want to say it's a test of patience, but this is just something to be aware of. This is normal process, and if it doesn't happen quickly enough based on your understanding, that's the divine timing at play, right? And that's why you're being asked to be patient and trust, and the wish is being fulfilled. Okay, feelings of feminines towards masculines at this time. We have Temperance. That's an interesting thing, clarified by Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so you see there's like there is a divine intervention and balancing out energies, because there's been a lot of back and forth. I'm getting that feminines have seen a lot of in and out energy from the masculines, but it's essentially a mirror to what's going on within the feminine energy. And at this time, there is divine intervention to help with that, to balance it out, so there is no doubt, so there is no hustle. Do I do this? Do I do that? Is this important? Is that important? Am I good enough? Am I not good enough? Things like that, so that it can be more of a grounded energy, and that will bring in more balance and more love within the communication with the masculine. So right now it's like a hibernation time, I would say, with regards to external interaction. For masculines, we have Seven of Wands clarified by Ten of Pentacles. So masculines are really taking strides towards, and they're trying to make the best choice to get to the place of abundance where they can provide, and they do feel good enough within themselves to step towards the feminine and to offer, to have a valid, sensible offer for them of a life that they feel is suitable for generally what they see for themselves and their family, and of course for specifically for the feminine, right? So right now, their biggest challenge is not directly pointed at the feminine, but it is to prepare the ground, to prepare the abundance, to prepare the resources for coming together. And they are considering different options. They're trying to think outside the box, be creative, make new partnerships, anything they can, so that they can cross over the kind of the limit of the box that they've been in terms of how much can they make, earn, bring, create, right? So it's a little bit a lot 3D based, right? They're white knuckling it, but this is bringing invaluable insights to them because they're taking more brave choices. We've been talking about courage on the masculine side for a while now, and this is the time when it gets integrated into their day-to-day life and decisions they make, where if before they wouldn't go for that risk or they wouldn't consider this kind of ideas, now they are. Not because they were bad, there was something wrong with them, but just because it seemed like they didn't have faith that it's going to work out, that it was worth it. And now their main motivation is that they need to get to the next level, so they are willing at this point to do more, to try more. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. This was a quick check-in. I hope this was useful for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon.